I'm just trying to set my lighting because we've got like this weird kind of like thing through the middle. Still looks weird, doesn't it? But then we have some weird, don't know. Anyway, hello, good evening, and welcome to Come Paint With Me. So tonight we're going to be starting a brand new painting. A little confession, I have still not managed to finish the butterflies. It is almost finished, but hopefully I will finish it this week, and so I'll be able to show everybody what it looks like. My mum actually was like, are you still painting butterflies? I was like, yes, I'm painting butterflies. And I thought I'd actually taken some pictures of it, but I hadn't. And so there's some pictures on my story that I've done tonight. So yes, this is Come Paint With Me. I'm going to get painting in a minute. We're going to do something called wrapping, which is where I'm just going to open a canvas. Molly is around here somewhere, and I don't know if she'll actually feature in tonight's show. She may do at some point, especially if she tries to destroy something outside this room. If you see me dash out, it's because I just need to make sure that she's not destroying something outside, because she's a very active chihuahua. She didn't seem very active last week. She was very asleep last week during our discussion. Reggie is on another meeting tonight, so he can't join me, and I've not been able to get any kind of special guests, but I'm going to look into doing that in the near future. So watch out for some special guests really soon. This is the first time that I'm able to paint today. It's been a very busy day, and actually it's been quite productive, but just not on the painting front. So bear with me a second. I'm actually just going to try and put, I should be, there we go, right, okay, so I'm just going to share. Excuse me a second. I'm just going to share it around so it's on my page, so we might get some people. So yeah, tell me, it'd be lovely to hear from you. We've had some guests on in the last few weeks, which has been really cool. It's been really great just chatting through. I mean, not literally in the studio, but at least, here we go, here I am. At least on, well, we had Reggie, obviously, didn't we? But also we had some people commenting, so it'd be really nice to have some comments as well tonight. So I have managed to actually take a picture of some leaves. We are going to work on an autumn, start working on an autumn piece tonight. So lots of browns, greens, yellows. I actually took a picture of some leaves earlier. So for once, I've not gone on Google and taken the pictures, looked at the pictures, but I've actually taken some pictures myself. Here is Molly. Do you want to say hello to the camera, Molly? No, she doesn't. She wants me to play. So I'm just gonna. You're gonna see me do that quite a bit. Something fell on the floor. Let me just move that around. There we go. All right, great. So yes, I'm going to open this. There's 3 canvases in this, which is quite exciting. It's very exciting when you get to, I don't know, it is quite nerve-wracking having a blank canvas, but it's also quite exciting. The exciting thing about this is that there are 3 canvases in here, but we're not going to do 3 tonight. I'm just going to do the biggest, so that you can see what I'm doing, because if I do a really little one, you won't be able to see what I'm doing. So we have this size one. It fell on the floor. I don't know where I'm going to put them. You may be able to see some more canvases at the back. Those are paintings that have not been finished. I don't know where to put anything in this room. I literally need a bigger studio. And then we got this size. But the one we're going to work on tonight is this size, so that you can all all see what I'm doing. And I'm just gonna kind of like work really on a background tonight. And here she is. Here she is. Here is Molly. Everybody loves Molly. But she doesn't want to be picked up tonight, do you? No, look at that. She's been very active. It might be quite difficult to actually paint with her. But yes. So I've had a very busy day. I was at gynecology this morning. I'm going to be posting more about that and my story around that, and mine and Reggie's story around that as well. She's shaking, so I think I might put her down because I don't think she wants to be on camera tonight, so I'll put her down. We're going to get her some clothes at some point very soon. I've also, this is very nice, so look at this. This is, you get to kind of like peel, okay, it's not actually working. Nope. But I'm going to try and peel that off and add that to a painting at some point. Oh, this one works. Basically, I'm peeling it off because I want some space to be able to put some paint out. So, yeah. So I was at gynecology this morning. More coming about that soon. And about our journey with all that. Sorry, 1 second. My dog has just stolen something. Molly! Here it is. These are like, just to kind of like make your canvas kind of straight. And I've never really used them, which possibly I should. Where was I? And then, many of you know the story about our car. So, yes, it had, I lost the key. I lost the key for a couple of weeks. You're going to hear me say to Molly to stop being naughty quite a few times, I think, tonight, because she is trying to get into everything. So, you're going to be a good 2 hour. No, and she wants to play as well. Yes. Yes, so the car, I lost the car key and couldn't find it anywhere. I mean, nowhere. I actually think that Molly has hidden it somewhere. And then I couldn't find the second key either, couldn't find the spare either. So really, we've not had the car for like about 2 or 3 weeks. It's just been an absolute nightmare. Not had a car, not being able to get to work. And anyway, I googled it and I found out. Sorry, I'm just trying to look for what I need. Right, we're going to start off, I think, with brown. Oh my life. Who knew that a chihuahua could cause so much chaos? But she really can. She is quite... So I don't know, I just think I'm going to like put a hello, welcome, nice to see you. She's got a ball. So if you hear me talking, I'm basically talking to Molly the Chihuahua. And if you see me run off, you'll see me bend down quite a lot because she wants me to play with her. But I'm just getting out some paint. So we've got some green, got some yellow, got some brown. This one decided to have like a moment, and it's all cut. So if I see her grab something like a paint tube or something, then that reason I have ran off is to try and retrieve it from her. But if I hear scratching, that would also not be good. So I might run off to make sure she's not doing anything naughty, because she likes to do lots of naughty things. Hi there. And the other thing she likes to do is to go underneath here. In fact, she's eating a booklet. 1 second. Get off. I don't even know where she found that from. She just finds things all the time. I am sure my keys. Molly has hid my keys somewhere. But anyway, they won't work anymore because I got a locksmith out. Who knew you could do it on your insurance? So I've been able to do it on my insurance, which is amazing. not affecting my own claims. I mean, if you're English, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you're not, then it might be different in other places. But it's not affecting my own claims. It didn't cost me anything, which is amazing. Praise God. And they came out on Friday. I really wish I'd thought of it earlier. I don't know why I didn't think of it earlier. I didn't think, oh, that's maybe what you should do. So I'm just going to do the background tonight, to be honest with you. I might end up putting a bit of a outline. That is my dog. I might pick her up. See if she wants to be picked up. Do you want? No, she's gone. Want to be picked up? No. Let's see which brush I'm going to use. Could use that one. Use this one here. Hello, Paula. Nice to see you, and congratulations on your news. Right, so you're not going to see much tonight. Because you're going to have to put quite a few layers of paint on to be able to get it to where. So, if you go through the other programs on either YouTube or she does want to be picked up. Right, how am I going to? Oh dear me. I don't like to waste paint, you see. I've just got it. Do you want to be picked up? That's me talking to Molly. Want to be picked up? Yes, she does. Oh! Here's Paula. Here's my chihuahua. Molly the chihuahua. She's very, very, very active. She likes to get into everything. Yes. What was I saying? Yes, so, got my... So I wish I thought of it earlier, really do. I wish that I'd thought of that they would come out, but I didn't think of it till about a week ago. I was at the bus station getting really frustrated because the buses were just not very good at all. Do you know what? The reason why I'm doing so we're doing an autumn piece tonight. Why are you shaking? Why are you shaking? So this is a bit of a me painting with a chihuahua. This is going to be a regular thing. Me painting with a chihuahua. But I don't like in some ways it's easier to paint on a canvas that's got a background than a canvas that hasn't. So you're just going to see me cover this whole in brown to start with, and then you'll see me add some greens and some yellows, and then I'll start to really work, because part of this come paint with me thing is about process as well. So it's not just about the finished product, or does it look like something. And actually, no, my day's not been that bad. It's what I call biopsy day. So sometimes it can be a really difficult day. But I met with a friend, so I had an appointment, and then I met with a friend, and it's, just sometimes you have girlfriends who you can just have a bit of a giggle with, and a bit of a plan, and a bit of a catch up. And so shout out to Charity. She's probably not, I don't know if she's watching, she's probably busy tonight, but yes. Charity Light, follow her YouTube, and she can, I'm sure she'll do me the favour sometime as well. It's a very interesting YouTube that she's got, and so that, and then our catch up was actually a bit longer than I anticipated, which was okay because I had to have the car MOT this afternoon. So imagine, right? So I didn't tell you the whole story. So okay, so basically my MOT runs out on Thursday. So there's, apart from needing the car to get to work, also it's been a bit of a race against time because, like I said, the MOT runs out on Thursday. So, and the reason, okay, so I'm going to be a lot more authentic on here. I'm going to be a lot more honest about where I come from and what I'm about and my beliefs and all of that, because I realise that obviously for those on YouTube, I've not been doing YouTube that long, but I've not talked much about my faith on my art channel, but one of the things I've realised is I really need to be a lot more authentic and be a lot more me. And so, you know, those of you who know me, my faith is a very big part of me. And I'll be talking about it more. So, anyway, the point is that I actually felt like God lost my keys. Maybe use Molly to help. But because my tyres were not great. They just were not great. So I was like, right, I need to change my tyres. And so anyway, at the point I sorted out my key, as in at least I found out that it was possible. I didn't have what I needed for the tyres, but once I'd sorted out the key, then it just all kind of like fell into place, and God made a way for me to get new tyres, which was like amazing. So all very well and good. What a fight to get these tyres. So I wanted to be doing like art on Friday and Monday, but actually this is the first time I've painted since last week, confession, which is like a bit annoying, but it is what it is. So, okay, so it's a bit more interesting for you. I'm going to put some green in here as well. I'm going to try and not drop Molly, although she seems to be fairly okay, doesn't she? You see the back of her, there we go, there's the front of her, my little cutie. I showed pictures at the hospital this morning of her, and they were all like, she's so cute. I was like, my family's grown. Our family has grown, and we've adopted, not adopted, we have a chihuahua, and just everybody loves Molly. Even when she's naughty and she barks at people. I think she even nipped somebody once, and they were just like, oh, she's so cute, oh, she's so cute. I'm like, but she's so naughty, and she's barking at you, and people are like, oh, she's so cute. I'm like, that's funny, that is funny. Okay, I'll get you, no. This is how I carried her. When we went hiking, I carried her like this on my arm. Like that. So like, she's just like cradled. Yeah. Right, so I'm going to put some green on here to make it a bit more fun. This is not, it won't look like this at all when it's finished, but just, it's a bit more fun for you. So, I mean, this is not going to be an abstract one. Just realised I've got one somewhere, I've got a red one. But yeah, I've got another plan for that. You know, when I start painting like this, it just makes me want to like paint all the time. Because this right now, okay, this is fun. Because I'm just like, I know it's not much to you. I know you can't see much right now, but it's quite fun just to be like I said, like I said, the day wasn't as bad as it could have been, but it's been a bit tough recently, and so just to be able to do this is just nice. So back to the car. So anyway, on Friday, what a fight to get these tyres. You would not believe. So I think I went on 3 websites, and one website that I tried to pay. I won't say the name of the website. It just refused my payment. So I thought, the money's definitely there. Why is it refusing my payment? Do you know what would be nice in this? I'm going to put maybe some white in this as well. Yeah, and some yellow. I need some more green. So there was that. Anyway, refused my payment. Tried 3 times. Rang my bank, said, why are you stopping the payment? They're like, we're not stopping the payment. The problem is at the end, the company's end. I was like, well, that's ridiculous. They've not got the systems in place or something. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, in the end, I rang the garage, which I was going to go to, and the garage were like, actually, we'll just buy them in for you, because that was it. I ran the garage, and in the time that I've been trying to sort out the tyres, it was now saying, oh no, you can't buy these anymore, they won't come until October, they won't come until Tuesday. I'm like, well, that's no good. It's my mum's birthday this weekend. I really need a car for this weekend. Like, I seriously need a car. So there was another company. They tried to sort it out for me, but they just couldn't. So where was I? So I ran the garage. Oh heck! Guillotine falling on my legs. I ran the garage, and they were like, "Actually, we're just gonna order them in for you, and they'll come for tomorrow morning." That is my mum calling, or my dad probably, but can't pick it up now because I'm in the middle of a program. So they were like, I was like, will they definitely be in tomorrow morning? They were like, yes, they'll definitely be in tomorrow morning. Just going to decline this one sec. Oh dear, hopefully it's not gone off. Oh, we're still there, that's good. Oh, the dog is getting comfortable on my arm. She's just chilling. Alright. So what was I saying? So yeah, so in the end, the garage just got them in for me. Oh, that was like, but it took me like 3 hours. It was like all morning. It was all morning. It was like trying to sort it out. It was just a nightmare. So this is gonna be really annoying. It's gonna keep happening. So it's gonna keep going off, but it's not gonna go off on here, obviously. So I will call them when I've done this program. So there was that. So I had that to sort out, which was like really annoying. And then nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. And then it's my mum's birthday, like I said. So I sorted all that out, and obviously it was a bit like, oh gosh, are they going to be in? Are they going to be in? And then I was like, right. So in the end, my mum wanted to go for afternoon tea, which was great. So pleased that she wanted to go for afternoon tea. But then I had to find one, didn't I? So I managed to find one in Urmston. Shout out to Lily of Eden, I think it's called. So reasonable, gluten-free, vegan. But of course, I spent 2 hours going through the internet trying to find a place, trying to find with the right price, somebody who did gluten-free and vegan, somebody, you know, all the requirements that I needed. Rang a few up. One lady was like, "Oh no, I don't do gluten-free because it tastes terrible." I was like, "Well, maybe you should let us be the judge of whether it's terrible or not." "Oh no, I make all my own cakes and I make all my own bread, but it's terrible, so I don't ever do it." I was like, "Well, could you not like let us decide if we thought it was terrible?" Because I had afternoon tea obviously yesterday, and it was nice. It was nice. So you know, it's, you know, we all know that gluten-free bread is not the nicest, but yeah, it was all right, and they actually did it really well. I said, look, I can't eat I can't eat chickpeas. I said I love avocado, so they put like avocado on the stuff. But the point is, it just took me like 2 hours to like find this place. And then I was like looking at the pictures. Oh, is it nice? Is it good enough? Is it going to be, you know, is it going to be afternoon tea? You know, in terms of like traditional and vintage and all the rest of it. And actually, you know, it was, sorry, I'm just kind of, my parents keep calling me, and I will call them back in half an hour. It was actually really nice. And so then I think that's it. And then on Friday night, I went to see a show with the local ladies group. Not going to give up. I'm going to see a show with them. So I had to, which I'm going to talk about on a blog. Maybe I won't talk about it exactly, but lots of, yeah. Some of it was really good, but some of it was not, and really didn't stand with some of my values. Let's put it that way. So I couldn't, I had to like cook dinner and everything, so just paint went totally out the window. And then today, obviously, I had the gynae appointment, then I saw my friend for coffee to kind of cheer me up afterwards, because it can be a bit not pleasant. Although I have to say, my professor is amazing, and all being well, I'm going to be doing another painting for them, another Christmas card for the trust. That I'll, once I've got the okay that I can do it, I'll talk more about that, and I will talk more about that on future programs in the future. But she was just really, she's really upbeat, even though she had to come in because there was something that wasn't quite right, which now is fine. And she's just amazing. I couldn't have asked for a better doctor, a better professor. And she was, I was like, my family's grown, so I showed her the chihuahua, and so after that, she just made me feel so much better. And also that I can use my story to help other women, which just really excited me, the way that I can make a difference with this. And I know I'm not filling in the blanks. I know I'm not saying it all. I'm going to tell the whole story in another week. And I'm going to talk about it on blogs. I'm going to talk about it on YouTube. I'm going to talk about it on Instagram stories. I'm going to talk about it a lot because no one talks about it. But I'm not going into that today. So where was I? Yeah, so I went to see, so I hung out with my friend, and then I was like, my goodness, I'm going to be late for the MOT, and I'm not be able to go shopping. But I was even able to go to shopping, get some food, put the food away. I dropped the car off for the MOT, came back, made my lunch, read a book about art. I've got the book in here. What's it called? Army Rising of Artists, I think it's called. It's about how, it's an amazing book. And again, I'll probably write a blog about it at some point. But basically, it's about the calling as an artist, particularly as a Christian artist, and the fact that as artists we can change the world, and we can bring down heaven, we can bring the presence of God, that we can really change situations, that we can build the kingdom of God, that we can, and what does that mean? So that basically means that everything that is good that is in heaven, so talking about justice, talking about righteousness, talking about love, talking about patience, talking about joy, talking about peace, talking about hope. We can bring all those things down to earth with our paintings. You're like, it's brown. Is this hope? Well, hopefully later on it'll look like something different. But we're just making a start tonight, and I will do more next week. But yeah, so that book's just really amazing. Then I went to get the MOT, and the car passed, which is, I didn't know if it would pass, and it passed. I was able to make dinner, read some of my Bible. I'm reading John at the moment, and but yes, guess what? No time for painting. So I'm just glad that tonight I'm doing it online. I'm doing it here to you, but I'm doing it, and I have to admit I was almost going to cancel tonight, but I recognise that I think 19 people watched my program from last week. I may know some of those people, but so people are watching my stuff. So it's just important to stay consistent and just show up. So here I am. I'm showing up. I'm not. I've really not got it all together. I just. I am, therefore I paint. Descartes said. What did he say? I am, therefore I am. I am, therefore I am. Something like that. Maybe that's the wrong quote. But so I am. I sometimes say to my husband, I am, therefore I wash up. But tonight it's I am, therefore I paint. And I'm actually really enjoying myself. This is really, really therapeutic. That's the thing about painting. So I want to encourage you to, as you can see, I mean, I'm just going to show you other things to show you that I don't just paint mud. I don't just paint brown stuff, but I can paint things that look like something. So obviously this is what I did a few weeks ago at the first Come Paint With Me event. This is Hollingworth Lake, by the way. For there on Facebook, and on the night of it, and I've not finished this yet. I have so many paintings to finish. It's untrue, but I will finish it. This is the one I did from the from inside on that event, which was just such a lovely event. You know, small beginnings, small amount of people, small beginnings, but it was so good. And what I want to say again, and I keep saying it, and I will say it again and again and again, these events are not for people who can paint. They are for people who just want to have a go. You know, painting or being creative, it's a tool in our well-being kit. You know, there's a lot out there at the moment, isn't there, about well-being, and but like, if you can just grab a easel, a canvas, then you know you don't even need an easel. You can just lean something against the wall and that can be your easel, or you can have it flat on your desk or your table, you know, the kitchen table. I've not always had a room that's designated to painting. I remember when I lived in London, I lived with lots and lots of people, and I had a table in the corner that I would do my art in, and quite often I actually had to like move it because lots of people would need to use the room, and but I would paint in that corner. I had a 1-bedroom flat. I used to paint in the garden. In fact, I was doing a painting when me and Reggie got together, which was kind of interesting. I was just about to ask somebody else out, won't say who, and then me and Reggie had a conversation, which we ended up going on one date that ended up into 3 weeks, that ended up being 6 weeks, that ended up ended up being dating properly on like our second date, and then we got engaged 5 months later and married 11 months later, and here we are 6.5 years later. 6.5, maybe not 6.5. How many I've been married for 6 years, I think. That's Reggie. I think it's 6 years I've been married. Yes, we've known each other for 10. We've been together for 7, and we've been married for 6. Yes, that's right. Anyway, but the point is that you don't need to have an easel. You know, you can just, you know, the Works is amazing. Go and get yourself like a small box of paints from the Works, and they do paintbrush sets as well. They're not amazing, but they're okay. You know, sometimes I even, when the budget is a little bit low, sometimes I will use them as well. But you know, you can get it all over. Home and Bargains do art stuff. The Range, the Works, lots of places like that. And it's just such a really amazing well-being tool. But of course, and you know, when I do these programs, I'm hoping to do some Zooms so people can come on the Zoom and we can paint together. But you know, well, I want to encourage you, come to one of our events, or come to, you know, we've got another event coming up on the 18th of November. We've got some people booked in already, some other people, you know, wanting to book in. It's a really, really lovely event where we just have a little canvas. So I'm not asking people to have like a big canvas, little canvas, and you know, I'll give you a subject matter. Last time we painted the lake. We might do something. We might do the same. We might do something different next time. And you know, you just have a go. It's just basically about having a go and being able to just crack out the paints, the canvas. It's like I said, it's another tool. But even that night, you know, people were feeling like, oh, you know, oh God, I can do this. This is something I can do, and it's something that anybody can do. I mean, come on, what I'm doing here, anybody can do this. You know, anybody can paint like this. And it's not always about it looking like something, and that's one of the reasons why I'm doing something like this tonight that doesn't necessarily look like something. Now, this is obviously a background to what I'm going to paint in the near future over the next month of October, which is autumn. I'm not totally decided if Molly's going to feature in this yet, but we'll see. But yeah, really, really lovely event. And even though, you know, there was not masses of people in this first one, it was such a lovely event, such a lovely venue. The Wine Press next to Hollingwood Lake is a lovely, lovely venue. Staff were so helpful. You know, we're booked in again on the 18th of November, 7 o'clock. It's got a lovely view. Obviously, it may be dark then, so we may not be using the view like we did the last time. And the food was really nice. They put on a special menu just for us. And, you know, it won't break the bank. And at the moment, you're going to get all your materials and your food for £30. So there's an early bird price until the end of October of £30. So you can either get in touch with me direct, or you can go on Eventbrite, and the link, I will put the link on the page, so it's very easy for you to find the link. Now, if you don't live in Manchester, or you don't live near Rochdale, because the event's going to be in Rochdale, you don't live near there, and you're like, actually, I'd love you to come to my area, I've got a group of friends, I'd love us to do it together, then, you know, that can be arranged. I'd love to, as we go on, I want to come to, you know, different events and stuff that we can, you know, do those events and stuff. And because we don't, like, gosh, my weekend's been crazy, and I'm an artist, and yet I've not been able to find the time. So I know. So, you know, having something like this hour on a Monday night, and also when I run the events, you know, that is a designated time that we can carve out to just spend being creative and being artistic. I'm just looking at the time. Yep, we're good. So yeah, so that's coming up on the 18th of November. So that's going to be a really nice event. But like I said, you know, keep a lookout. There's going to be a website coming soon, and there'll be lots of different options on there of how you can kind of use my services. So yeah. So I think I'm just going to carry on to the top, and then I think I might put some some white in this. So I want to encourage you to comment, to like and share this post, and also I want to also encourage you to follow our YouTube channel. She's pretty chilled, isn't she? She's okay. She's doing well. You know, if I do this, I've done this twice in a row now, I think people are going to actually expect me to be carrying a chihuahua whilst I paint. I don't think it's always going to be possible, if I'm honest. But yes. So I have a YouTube channel, and I'd love to be able to stream straight from YouTube. However, I need 50 subscribers. We're halfway there, but I need 50 subscribers to do that. So I want to encourage you, even now, pop over to my YouTube channel. There should be a link. There's a link in the bio on here, or maybe don't click away from this. Maybe at the end of this broadcast, I want to encourage you to follow my YouTube channel. Let's spread the love. Let's you know, and there's some shorts on there. If you want to follow my story more acutely, if you want to really know kind of like what's behind all the stuff I've been talking about tonight, then you'll need to follow my YouTube shorts, because I'll be talking more about it on there. And you know, it might really benefit you, what I'm going to be end up talking about over the next few months, and who knows how long for. that's been affecting us, it might help you. You never know. But for some of you, you know, you don't have that. You won't have a problem with it. But maybe you know somebody who does. So as you follow my YouTube channel and hello, oh Abby, oh so nice to see you. As you follow my story, or mine and my husband's story, you know, you, like I said, you might find that there's somebody that would really benefit from connecting with us, because we're looking for people who are going through the same thing as we are. And I am being really ambiguous because I want to save the big story of kind of like the whole journey for another day. But what I am going to say is this subject that we are going to talk about in the near future, no one's talking about it. Literally no one's talking about it. I even contacted a church this morning that we're going to be involved with, and I said, do you have a support group for this? And they were like, no, we just support in, you know, locally. And I'm like, to be honest, if you've not been through this, if you're not been through this, or you're not going through this, for me, it's not just if you have been through it, because you may have been through it, but now you've got like a miracle. Then, you know, it's for those that are still going through it and are thriving through it. So yeah, so really no one's talking about it, so it's time for someone to talk about it. So you'll start to see more and more about this subject in the near future. So I'm thinking of putting some white in this. I think that'll be quite nice. Who else have we got on here? Hello, Jade. Oh, we're getting some sneeze. How many people sneeze on a YouTube? How embarrassing. You see, Molly is like woken up. She's like, what are you doing? Hello, everybody. I am holding a chihuahua. Yeah, I thought about changing my YouTube channel to be like Antarctics and Molly, or Antarctics and Dog, or Painting with a Dog. That would be quite fun, wouldn't it? But yes, right. Something else I want to do on the artistic front, and my friend got me into this, and maybe you'll meet her at some point on here. I'd love to do some stuff with her. She's a phenomenal artist. I'm not going to I'm going to ask her permission, basically. But yeah, is this whole thing of process art, and tonight is a little bit of that. It's a little bit of process art, because you can't really see what I'm doing right now. The difference is that I know the subject matter that I'm going to be painting, and I think I said to you it's autumn and it's going to be leaves. Because I actually managed today, on the way to get the car from the MOT after I found out it passed, I took some pictures, and you can see them on my story. I took some pictures of some leaves, and I thought they'd come out much better than the way they have, and they've not come out as well as I would have hoped. But yeah, such is life. I'm going to put that down, but then we do. Is that a bit better? Nearly at the end, and I'm making it look better, but never mind. Yeah, I really want to get hold of that. I think it's called Liquid X, and I'd love to, if I can, for next week, I want to try and add some of it to this, because I just think it'll be like amazing. So if I can, when the Lord provides, I might be able to get some. Well, I think I have to put you down. The problem is, if I put this dog down, I feel like she's going to get into mischief, and then I'll hear her go scratch, 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 scratch next door. But I don't want to paint her. This is the issue. No, I could probably use this. So look at that. So let's just. I mean, I really am just having fun tonight. I'm literally not. But it's just fun, isn't it? It's like. I was actually going to put the outline of the leaves in white, but now I put all this white on, it's going to have to be black. You know why I did this? Because I just wanted to get the paint off the brush. Sometimes when I like paint, I just want to kind of get all the paint off the brush. So sometimes I'll like just put it on another canvas just so I don't waste the paint. I don't like wasting things. So there's an artist I follow, and she talks about how people, haters, talk to her about how dare you waste that much paint. Well, if the paint is on the canvas, it's not a waste because it's part of the painting, right? So, oh, we've got quite a lot of white there, but I took quite a lot out. I didn't need to take that much out, to be honest. Oh well. Oh, you okay, Molly? So, wow, I've taken quite a lot of white out. Totally need to buy some more paints, everybody. I need some more materials. As a matter of urgency. What my mum paints, actually. So she may watch this at some point. And she started painting in her 50s. She was 84 yesterday. And she did some art. In fact, you might have seen it on my Facebook and my Instagram. I think it's about a year ago. She did some more again. I'm so proud of her when she does start, being creative again and just kind of like having a go. But yeah, and it just gave her. It was such an amazing. Well, she just was so chuffed, when she ended up painting. And gosh, I got so many likes and so many comments. When my mum did some painting, like when I posted her pictures, because I'm not allowed to post her, but I think I asked her if I was allowed to post her paintings, and I think she was fine with that. But she really, really doesn't like it when I post her. So, but I posted her paintings, and she got so many likes. People just loved her stuff, so that's cool. Probably more likes than mine, but it's okay. But yes, but my mum always is like, you need white, you really need white, you can't do painting without white. And I know it's kind of true. It's kind of true. You need white. Very important to have white. Are we alright, Molly? What do we think? Some artists would say, well, that's it, job's done. So I'll post this on Instagram as a finished piece. But I'm going to add to it, because for me this is just a background, but I just wanted to do a background. But it's more than the brown, isn't it? I was going to just do the brown, but we've got more than the brown on there. We've got quite a lot of green as well now. But it definitely needs some more brown, because definitely those leaves that I painted were more brown than green. So yeah, I've not got a lot of brown left, so I might need to. Oh. Oh, I need to get rid of that. Bit of hard paint. Okay. Let's see Molly. Here she is. Here is Molly. Molly's Moments. I started to hashtag Molly's Moments. I get so many people reaching out to me, like all these influencer people. She's going to be a pet influencer. So really looking forward to getting her some new clothes. I'm gonna get you some new clothes. Yesterday I took her out of her jumper and she was in the house. I think I was going somewhere. So taking her out for like a toilet, and then I brought her back and I took off her jumpers and she was shivering. Because who knew that well, I found this out a few months ago, I think it was, and basically Chihuahuas are from Mexico. Well, it's very hot in Mexico, isn't it? So they're freezing their butts off here. So one of the reasons why they're so yappy and so annoyed is because they're cold. So one of my missions in life is to make sure this little one is warm. She's also like a little hot water bottle. So if when I'm cold, like I was a bit cold earlier because we've just not put our heating on yet. Don't want to put it on till like at least the end of October, if not middle of November. Best case scenario. And she's just, you know, if you're cold, you just get Molly and put her on you, and she warms you up. So she's like a little hot water bottle. But yeah, she was shivering. But again, I'm like, well, in some ways, she needs to not be wearing lots of clothes, so that, hello there, thank you for dropping by. She needs to not be wearing so many clothes while she's inside, because just like people, if we wear all our coats and everything inside, then when it comes to going outside and we've not taken our coat off, we're going to be jolly cold, because we're just not going to feel the difference. I can't remember who taught me that. I think it was my mum, back years ago. I think it's the same for dogs. I'm convinced it's the same for dogs. Yes, she needs to not be wearing too much, but I do really want to get her some more clothes, maybe some inside jumpers, some inside tops, so that she is warm, because I know as the days go on, you know, she could get pretty cold. So I do want to get her those things. So she has an Instagram page. Her page is Molly Houdini Van Dinter. So that's Molly Tilly Houdini Van Dinter on Instagram. And obviously, those of you that are on Facebook, that I'm going to do some more brown. It's all splitting out. I don't want it to split out all over me. Those of you on Facebook, I have a channel, an Arts Antics channel. On Instagram, I also now have TikTok, so you can follow me on TikTok. If you have TikTok, I think I'm just Angela Van Dinter on TikTok. So yes, I also have a LinkedIn. My art stuff is on there too. So I'm just going to put some, you know, it's funny, even though I've been painting all this, we've still got bits of white coming through, you know, what the canvas. And I like to not have any of that coming through, but it does look pretty cool actually. But it's good to try and cover the whole of the canvas with paint. Quite often when I do teach classes or I do art with people, I'm like, why is there any space? You should never be able to see any white canvas. You should always be, you know, always have it covered. Very important when you're painting. So for those of you who just tuned in, this is not the finished product. This is just the background. We're going to be doing an autumn piece. You may remember over the last few weeks we've been doing butterflies, and it's going to be out on my Instagram, YouTube, the butterfly one, and that will be for sale very shortly. Not really been doing masses of selling recently, but going to be making it more available for people in the near future. And just to say, because you know we can't all afford hundreds of pounds, but some of us can afford, like, you know, £35. So my prints start from £35. So you can always order prints if there's a particular one you like, you can order a print if you can't afford the, because I get it, you know, and you know, original paintings, because there's only one of them, and there's only ever going to be one of that painting, you know, it's going to be a little bit more expensive than if you could just buy like a cheap canvas in a shop that's been mass produced. Because even this tonight, right, this is not being mass produced, this is just one. And that's the thing, the difference between AI as well, because I was thinking about AI and, you know, it could kind of replace artists, but I don't think you can replace like actual proper painting, because it's going to, she's licking me, I hope she doesn't like lick the paint. She just loves doing that. You put flesh anywhere near Molly, oh, she'll just start licking. Oh, now she's trying to eat the end of the paintbrush. But yeah, because so when you paint, there's only ever one original. With AI, with any of those things, it's like, it's not human, is it? It's artificial intelligence. So basically, it can create the same thing again and again. It's like a clone. But like painting, like, oh, she's getting a bit restless. We're coming to the end of the show. I was going to say, yeah, it's original. So, hence why it's a little bit more expensive, or a lot more expensive, because it's an original. I also, I do commissionings. So, I've made a number of, over the years, I've done quite a lot of commissionings actually, where people have seen what I do and they're like, oh, can you do this, can you do that? Done quite a lot of portrait commissionings in recent years. I'm quite happy to do that again. So if you, or pet portrait, that's something I really want to get into. We're going to be doing some of Molly. I've been sketching Molly over recent months. You may have seen them on my stories and stuff. I'm going to be doing some more of that. So yeah, so pet portraits are all a big thing at the moment. So maybe you want a pet portrait doing. I'm going to put some more white in this. You know what? I've been painting this whole hour and I've still not covered the whole of the canvas. It's crazy. I know if I put some water in it now, it will help cover. But the thing you don't want is the last thing you want is it to look kind of like runny, because it'll still look pretty bare. And some more white. Right, I'm going to put that in there. We're off in a minute. If you want to, you can always play this back. You can watch it on YouTube in a bit. I put so much white out, I did. I think we might use the white. I just like that effect. It's a bit like a waterfall, isn't it? In fact, there is, it's sold now, but I did a lot of waterfalls at one point. And it totally reminds me of that. So maybe somebody wants to like this, so if somebody wants to buy this, that's grand, make me an offer. But the idea is that this is going to have, I'm just enjoying myself here right now. The idea is it's going to have leaves on top of it. I mean, if someone really likes this and just wanted this, then I could always, like I said, I wouldn't be able to recreate it to the brush stroke. I'd be able to recreate something similar to it. I mean, that's the thing. And if you're the artist, you can always create something similar. So what I've had is people see paintings of mine, and then they want me to create something a bit similar. So I've done that quite a bit actually over the years. But just to say, if you are wanting a commissioning from me, You know, you're buying an experience. You're not just buying the painting, but you're buying an experience. You're buying a lot more of my time. So commissionings will be more expensive than an original because it's a whole experience. There's you know, from all your ideas to get into that final piece, because I might need to, just like with Reggie when he builds a website, you know, he does like a redesign. Now you can't do a redesign when it comes to painting, but you might, you know, oh, can you do this, oh, can you add that? So yeah, so commissionings will be a bit more expensive. The other thing to say that I'm up for doing is up for doing like live painting in different places. Also, you know, so part of, you know, my, I don't know, role, what I do is like prophetic painting, so in churches, like painting services, kind of like through the worship, so I do that as well. So all my white's gone, and I just wanted to carry on painting until I got all the white. I didn't want to waste the paint. There we go. Right, I've got a bit more there. So yeah, it looks a bit like a waterfall, but that's not the idea. That's not where we're going to land, I don't think. Right, so I've really enjoyed painting with you tonight. Molly here as well. Really enjoyed just chatting to you about my day. And yeah, it's been good. Hope you've enjoyed it. I will be posting this on YouTube very shortly. And like I said, if you want to follow Molly, she has a little page, Molly Tilly Houdini Van Dinter. Molly Tilly Houdini Van Dinter. I'll try and put that in the links. I have an Etsy shop, so if you'd like to buy, I'm doing a special offer on musical greeting cards at the moment, so you can buy them. My Christmas cards will be available soon. I'm going to be doing a brand new Christmas card, like just one design. I'd love to do more designs, and maybe I'll be able to do that, but right now it's going to be one design for the time being. It's going to be connected in with what I'm going to be talking about over the next few months. Kind of hoping to finish a whole load of paintings and to get them out there for sale as well as like I said, you can buy prints, and you can do all of that on my Etsy. So you can go to my Etsy account, and there's links all over the place. A link in the bio, I'll put a link on the page. You can sign up for Come Paint With Me in person. There'll be a link on the page as well, link in bio, and on Eventbrite. And if you want me to come and do something special for you, for your friends, for a group, want me to do a commissioning, then send me a message, and I'd love to talk to you more about it. I'm in the UK, so if it's travelling somewhere, then obviously that travelling expenses would need to be taken into account as well. And maybe with a pet passport. Well, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe joking, but yes, I do like to take her everywhere with me. She is my little fur daughter, aren't you? My little fur daughter. Should we put you down? No. No, what she's looking at. I think she's had enough. I'm going to put her down. But I know that as soon as I put her down, oh, she's going to. She's probably going to want to be a bit mischievous, so I'll have to go anyway. But like, comment, share this post. Follow my YouTube channel, Art Antics, and I'll be back with you same time, 8 o'clock next Monday. If there's something particular you'd like to talk about, something you'd like to see, something you'd like me to paint, then do get in touch. I would love to hear more from you. As well, I want to encourage you to like, comment, share the posts that I put on out there. It'd be really nice to speak more and to converse and to journey more with you. Okay, I'm going to say good night, God bless, and I will be again here next week. Come paint with me next week, 8 p.m. See you. Good night, God bless. Bye bye. And live and here as well. Bye bye, Facebook. See you soon. See you on YouTube.